As you age past 60, many things about your body change. Your skin is not as firm as it once was, your muscles take longer to recover, and sometimes even your memory feels a little slower. But one thing that often gets ignored in conversations about aging is your sexual health. Many men quietly stop paying attention to it, believing it no longer matters. The truth is, staying sexually active, whether with a partner or through self-release, plays an important role in protecting your health as you grow older. Now, let me be clear here. When I say sexually active, I am not talking about anything inappropriate or risky. I am talking about the natural act of keeping your body's sexual system working, just as you keep your heart strong with walking or your muscles active with light exercise. Your body was designed with a reproductive system, and even in old age, that system needs movement to stay balanced. One of the most important reasons for this has to do with hormones. As a man, your body relies heavily on testosterone. This is the hormone that supports your energy, your muscle strength, your bone health, and even your mood. But here is what many don't realize. When you completely shut down your sexual activity, testosterone levels can dip more than they need to. That means fatigue, low motivation, weaker bones, and sometimes even a foggy memory. By keeping your body active sexually, you remind it to keep producing and balancing these hormones in a healthy way. Another reason is blood flow. Think of your blood vessels like little roads that carry oxygen and nutrients all over your body. The more often they are used, the clearer and healthier they stay. If they are ignored, they become stiff and narrow, like a road full of potholes. The male sexual organ is especially sensitive to blood flow. By staying active, you help keep those blood vessels flexible, which also supports your heart and circulation in general. In fact, doctors often say that your sexual health can be a window into your overall heart health. There is also the matter of the prostate, an organ many men worry about as they grow older. Regular sexual release has been shown in some studies to support prostate function and lower certain risks that come with age. Think of it as a kind of natural cleaning process, helping the gland stay healthier over time. Beyond the physical side, there is the emotional benefit. When you stay connected to your body in this way, you feel more alive, more youthful, and more in tune with yourself. It can ease stress, lower feelings of loneliness, and even improve sleep by releasing natural chemicals in the brain like dopamine and oxytocin. These are the same feel-good messengers that calm your nerves and lift your spirit. So, if you are over 60 and you think this part of life no longer matters, think again. Your body is like a machine that needs oiling. If you leave it idle for too long, the gears get stiff, the engine slows down, and it no longer runs the way it should. Keeping yourself active sexually is not about vanity. It is about keeping your body protected, your hormones balanced, and your spirit strong.
Many men believe that once they pass 60, giving up sex or any kind of sexual activity is simply part of aging. Some even feel that by avoiding it, they are being safe or conservative with their health. But the reality is more complicated. Complete abstinence at this stage of life can quietly bring risks that may not show up immediately, but build slowly over time. Let's look at these hidden dangers so you can understand what is truly happening inside your body when sexual activity stops altogether. First, there is the issue of circulation. As we discussed earlier, blood flow is like the fuel line for your body. When sexual activity is absent for long periods, those blood vessels in the male sexual organ are not being used or exercised. Over time, they can lose flexibility and become weaker. For many older men, this shows up as erectile difficulties, not simply because of old age, but because the body was left inactive in that system. And since circulation affects the whole body, this stiffness can also impact heart health and energy levels. Second, there is the problem of hormonal decline. Without any form of sexual release, your body often produces less testosterone than it otherwise could. Low testosterone is linked to fatigue, thinning muscles, fragile bones, and even a loss of motivation or confidence. Some men describe it as feeling like a shadow of myself. While aging naturally lowers hormone levels, complete abstinence speeds up that drop in a way that is unnecessary and harmful. Third, abstinence can affect the prostate gland. This small organ plays a big role in men's health, especially after 60. Regular release helps the prostate stay clear of fluid buildup and may lower the risk of certain problems that come with age. When a man completely stops all sexual activity, the prostate can become sluggish, making discomfort, swelling, or other complications more likely over time. Another hidden danger is mental health. Sexual activity is not only about the body, it strongly affects the brain. Each time you release, your brain sends out natural feel-good chemicals such as endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin. These are powerful against stress, loneliness, and even mild depression. When you completely abstain, you lose out on this natural emotional support system. This is why many older men who stop all activity often report feeling more irritable, anxious, or withdrawn without fully understanding why. There's also a subtle effect on self-image. Sexual energy, even in later years, is tied to how men see themselves. When that part of life is abandoned, some men unconsciously begin to feel old before their time, less masculine, or disconnected from their sense of vitality. This mental shift can be just as damaging as any physical risk because it eats away at confidence and motivation to stay active in other areas of life. Finally, there's the matter of partnership and intimacy. For men who have a spouse or partner, complete abstinence can create emotional distance in the relationship. Physical closeness is one of the most powerful ways couples maintain trust, warmth, and connection, especially in later years when companionship means so much. Giving that up entirely may quietly weaken the bond, even if the couple doesn't talk about it. In short, avoiding all sexual activity after 60 is not simply harmless. It has a ripple effect, weakening circulation, lowering hormones, affecting the prostate, dulling mood, and even undermining confidence and relationships. The risks may not be dramatic or immediate, but they are real and significant. Recognizing these hidden dangers is the first step towards protecting yourself and ensuring that age does not steal more from you than it should. By now, we've seen how staying sexually active supports the body and how complete abstinence after 60 carries risks. But knowledge alone is not enough. You need practical, simple habits that can keep your strength, protect your health, and maintain your confidence. The good news is that these habits don't require huge effort. Even small, consistent steps can make a big difference in how you feel and how well your body works. The first and most powerful habit is regular sexual activity in whatever form feels right and comfortable for you. This does not always mean intercourse. For some men, it might mean self-release. For others, intimacy with a partner. What matters most is consistency. Regular activity keeps blood flowing, supports hormone balance, and maintains prostate health. Think of it the same way you think of brushing your teeth or exercising. It's basic body maintenance that keeps your system running smoothly. Second, physical exercise goes hand in hand with sexual health. Activities like walking, light strength training, or swimming improve circulation, strengthen muscles, and keep the heart strong. Exercise also boosts testosterone naturally and helps control weight, which is important because excess belly fat is one of the biggest enemies of male vitality after 60. Even 20 to 30 minutes of movement a day can help you feel more energetic and confident in every area of life. Third, pay close attention to your diet. What you eat directly affects your hormones, your energy, and even your sexual performance. Focus on foods that support circulation and testosterone, such as lean proteins,
leafy greens, nuts and seeds, and healthy fats like olive oil. Cut back on processed sugar and heavy alcohol since both can weaken performance and drain your energy. Staying hydrated with enough water throughout the day also helps the body function at its best. Fourth, don't underestimate the importance of sleep. Good, deep rest is when your body repairs itself, balances hormones, and restores energy. Many older men struggle with poor sleep, but making small changes like keeping a consistent bedtime, reducing caffeine late in the day, and avoiding heavy meals before bed can improve both your rest and your sexual vitality. Another healthy habit is to actively manage stress. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that lowers testosterone and reduces sexual desire. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, prayer, or simply spending time in nature can calm your mind and protect your energy. Some men also find that sharing worries with a trusted friend or loved one lifts a heavy load from their shoulders. Equally important is to keep intimacy alive if you have a partner. This doesn't always have to mean sex. Simple acts like touching, hugging, or holding hands release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which strengthens emotional closeness and keeps both partners feeling valued and connected. Even small gestures of affection can reignite warmth and confidence in your relationship. Finally, make it a habit to see your doctor regularly. After 60, routine checkups are not just about preventing illness, they're also a way to keep track of testosterone levels, prostate health, and overall circulation. Sometimes, small adjustments recommended by a healthcare professional can make a huge difference in maintaining vitality. The key takeaway is this: your body at 60 and beyond is still capable of great strength, energy, and intimacy, but only if you give it the care it deserves. By combining regular sexual activity with exercise, a smart diet, good sleep, stress control, emotional intimacy, and medical checkups, you build a foundation for a long, confident, and healthy life. Aging is natural, but decline is not unavoidable. These simple habits help you stay strong, vibrant, and fully alive, proving that life after 60 can still be filled with health, passion, and confidence.